Hello there. My name is Cynthia Carroll, and I've been practicing consumer bankruptcy law for over 25 years in Delaware. And there's one question that I get asked frequently. How long does bankruptcy stay on your credit? What people should be asking me is how long will it take for me to rebound after I file bankruptcy? See, there's a common misconception that if you file bankruptcy, it's going to ruin your credit for 10 years. Don't believe the hype. In fact, many of my clients file bankruptcy and they enjoy a 720 or above credit score 12 to 24 months after their bankruptcy case is discharged. To find out more about it, download my book, Rebuilding Your Life After Bankruptcy. It's easier than you think. There's a link down in the description. So, the best advice that I give people, file bankruptcy sooner rather than later. Oftentimes I meet with people and then they don't come back to me to file bankruptcy 3, 4, or 5 years later. During that time period, they are struggling to pay their bills. Sometimes they take out consolidation loans, payday loans. That means they're getting further in debt. Oftentimes, they'll deplete their assets before coming to file bankruptcy with me, particularly their 401ks. Did you know that your 401k account, the asset, the money that you have in your 401k account, that is 100% exempt in bankruptcy? Yet, people struggle and they take money and out of their 401k and then they pay their debts with money that could be exempt in bankruptcy. Sometimes they sign up with these debt companies and pay exorbitant amount of money every month when they don't have to. And then they come in and file bankruptcy 3, 4, and 5 years later. Whereas if they had started at the beginning when they first came and saw me, about 12 to 24 months after that time, they could have been well on their way to a great credit score by now. So I would say make that decision to file sooner rather than later. Now, I'm going to answer the question, how long does bankruptcy stay on your credit? By law, a credit reporting agency cannot report obsolete information. All bankruptcies, whether it's Chapter 7, Chapter 13, Chapter 11, all bankruptcies become obsolete for reporting purposes 10 years after the case is filed. Now, this is a tip for you if you're in a Chapter 13 and you're struggling. A lot of people in that situation will allow their case to get dismissed, where often the better remedy is to go ahead and convert that Chapter 13 to a Chapter 7, because if a bankruptcy is dismissed, that can stay on your credit report up to 10 years after the date of dismissal. Whereas if you get a discharge means that your debts are wiped out or forgiven by the court. That's what a discharge is. So if you stay in bankruptcy and you go through and get a discharge, that's going to be obsolete 10 years after the date of filing. Credit reporting agencies will report Chapter 7's 10 years from the date of filing. They'll report Chapter 13's 7 years after the date of filing. Why? Because there's an attempt to repay debt in Chapter 13. So don't believe the hype. Your credit is not going to be ruined for 10 years because you filed bankruptcy. Now, bankruptcy does have an impact on your credit, but that negative impact fades over time The best thing you can do is use credit responsibly, pay your bills on time, give the credit grantors good information to judge you by, and spend that time rehabilitating your credit. Anybody who files bankruptcy with me, I give away free a program which usually costs $1,000. I give that away free to anybody that files bankruptcy with me. It's called the 720 Credit Score Program. And 720 Credit Score, they take you step by step on rehabilitating your credit. It's an online course. You don't have to go anywhere. Each lesson is about 10 or 15 minutes long. If you want to take it over a weekend, you can. Some people pace themselves. But if you do everything that they tell you to do, you can enjoy a credit score. And they say that you can do that 12 months to 24 months after your bankruptcy case is discharged. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Be sure to share this video. Don't forget to download my book for more information. And I'll see you at the next video.